Hey everyone, and welcome. So I've been a note taker for, well, pretty much my whole life. We're talking almost 2 decades of trying every app you can imagine. But let me tell you, the rise of powerful AI has completely flipped the script. Today, we're going to dig into why the tools we've all been using for years might actually be holding us back, and why a totally different way of thinking isn't just a nice idea, it's absolutely essential for what's coming next.
So let's just cut right to the chase. Is your note-taking app truly ready for the AI revolution? I mean, really? Because if all your notes, all your ideas, live exclusively in the cloud, locked up inside some company's digital fortress, well, the answer is probably a big, fat no. The way we interact with our own knowledge is about to change forever.
And this right here, this slide breaks down the core battle. On one side, you've got what we can call cloud app prisons. Think Notion, Evernote, you name it. Your data, it's on their servers. Any AI they give you is the one they choose, on their terms. But on the other side, you have local data freedom. This is the whole philosophy behind an app like Obsidian. Your notes are just plain old files on your own computer. This gives you and any AI you want to use direct, wide-open access. And believe me, this isn't just a tiny technical detail. It's a massive difference in who has the control. So here's our game plan for this explainer. We're going to build the case for this new way of thinking piece by piece through these 5 core ideas. We'll see how it all stacks up to create a knowledge base that's actually built for the age of AI.
All right, let's dive into the first crucial piece of the puzzle. Who actually gets to play with your data?
If you're using a cloud-based app, this whole dance probably looks painfully familiar. You want an AI to help you with your notes, so what do you have to do? You open Notion, then you open up your AI tool, and then you start that soul-crushing, mind-numbing process of copy, paste, copy, paste. It's clunky, it's slow, and it completely kills the flow. Your AI can't just read your brain, you have to spoon-feed it, one little chunk at a time.
Now, contrast that whole mess with this. Because your notes in Obsidian are just files sitting in a folder on your computer, the entire game changes. You don't copy-paste anything. You just point the AI to the folder and say, read this. That's it. The job is done. All of that friction just vanishes.
And the secret sauce here, the reason this works so beautifully, is that Obsidian uses Markdown files. These .md files are basically the universal language of the web. They're super simple for us humans to read and write, but they're also perfectly structured for a computer to understand. In fact, AI models were trained on zillions of these files. They're native speakers. And this gives you what you could call tool freedom. The second a new, incredible AI drops, you can plug it right into your knowledge base. No waiting, no barriers.
This quote just perfectly captures the goal, right? The AI tools are going to change constantly. They're flowing, always in motion. But your personal knowledge, your collection of ideas, that remains this permanent, ironclad foundation that you own and you control, ready for whatever new tech comes along.
Okay, let's move on to our next pillar, because this is where things get really interesting. We're going beyond just accessing our data to something way more powerful, actually helping us understand the hidden connections inside our own heads.
Now, the magic for this part starts with a feature called bidirectional linking. So unlike a rigid filing cabinet system with folders inside of folders, this lets your notes connect to each other, forming a real web of ideas. Kind of like the neurons firing in your brain. Every link you make is a two-way street, connecting thoughts together.
Let's make this real. So picture this. You're writing a note about your fitness journey, and it hits you. Small, consistent workouts are leading to huge results. You write down the idea and link it to a new note you create called compound interest.
Okay, a few weeks go by, now you're writing about learning a new language. And you notice that a little bit of practice every single day is building on itself, leading to this exponential growth. That sounds familiar, right? So you link this note to that very same compound interest concept. And then, of course, you're looking at your investment strategy. And what's the core principle? You guessed it, compound interest. So you link that note too. And just like that, you now have 3 totally different parts of your life, all pointing back to one single powerful idea. And this is the incredible payoff. You can now let an AI loose on this network of connections. It can analyze all those links and come back with an insight that you might have totally missed yourself. It can literally tell you, hey, compound interest isn't just a random idea for you. It's a core mental model that you're using to succeed in fitness, learning, and investing. The AI becomes a partner, showing you the hidden blueprints of your own mind.
So this amazing network of thought unlocks the next big thing. With this foundation, we can finally give our AI something it desperately needs, a stable, long-term memory. A memory of us.
You know, this distinction is absolutely everything. A tool like ChatGPT has a temporary fragmented memory of your recent chats. But by using your own local notes, you can build a permanent, curated memory vault. It's a place an AI can go anytime to get deep context on who you are and what you're about.
So how does this actually work? Well, it's surprisingly simple. You can create one master note, let's just call it AI_context.md. And in this single file, you just lay out everything you want the AI to know about you. Your background, your job, the unique way you like to write, even links to other notes that detail your core beliefs or your current projects. This becomes the AI's personalized cheat sheet for you.
And look at the difference this makes. It's night and day. Before, you ask for an email and you get a boring, generic email. But after you have your context file, you can add one simple sentence to your prompt, reference my AI_context file, and boom, the output is transformed. The AI suddenly writes in your voice, it understands the project's goals, and it creates something that is authentic and incredibly useful for you.
Now for the last, and maybe the most important pillar of them all, making sure that all this hard work, all your accumulated knowledge, actually lasts, for good.
This quote from the founder of Obsidian is so simple, but it's a really radical idea. It means that your first loyalty should always be to your data, to the files themselves, not to any one application. The app is just a window, a temporary tool you use to look at your files. The files are the permanent asset.
I mean, just think about it. We've all been through the pain of trying to move our data from one app to another, right? And you always lose something in the process. But plain text is different. A simple text or Markdown file from the 1970s is still perfectly readable on any computer today, and it's a safe bet it'll still be readable 150 years from now. When you bet on plain text, you're betting on forever. Even if Obsidian vanished tomorrow, your notes, your thoughts would still be right there, safe and sound.
So after all that, what does this actually mean for you? What's the big takeaway for how you manage your ideas?
It all comes down to this one fundamental question. Who should own your life's work? Should your best ideas and your personal memories be held hostage by a tech company? Or should they belong to you as your own asset under your complete control?
In this new era of AI, the value of a well-organized, personally owned knowledge base is just skyrocketing. It's not a dusty collection of notes anymore. It's a living, intelligent partner that can grow with you for the rest of your life. The choice is becoming clear. It's time to start building your knowledge like it's meant to last forever. Because now, for the first time, it actually can.